How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Nike Air Max 90 Chlorophyll. This pair is part of Nike's Air Max 90 Recraft series, which reconstructs the classic Air Max 90 to be closer and to be more true to the OG shape. While this specific pair wasn't an OG release, the color of chlorophyll has been used throughout time by Nike. Most notably on the Nike Air Trainer 1, we've also seen it adapted on other classic models like the Pata Air Max 1. So safe to say when you throw on chlorophyll on a Nike shoe, to a lot of people it's a pretty big deal. The official colorway for this shoe is chlorophyll, white, and black, and I picked this pair up over at Sneakers and Stuff in Europe for a US equivalent price of $135 or a Canadian equivalent price of $190. So far, to my knowledge at least, this pair has only released in Europe and in Asia, and I don't know if there's going to be a US or Canadian release at all. So that's why I just bit the bullet and picked this up just in case. Jumping straight into the shoe, unlike the other Air Max 90s in the Recraft series, for this pair they replace a lot of the suede with leather. As we take a deep dive into the shoe, so first off with the toe box, this is unchanged. This is still made out of this white colored mesh, true to OG form. However, wrapping around the outer edge of the toe box, we have white leather instead of suede. To the touch, it really has a synthetic feel to it. It is very thin, but it has a nice softness which I like. Overlaid on top of this, we have a black leather mudguard, which runs along both sides of the shoe, and you'll see towards the front of the shoe, there's a pretty extreme dip in the shape of the mudguard, which is how the mudguard on all the Recraft series has been done. Towards the back end of the shoe, we have this cutout on the mudguard, which reveals this chlorophyll or green colored Air Max branding. Above this, on the quarter panel, this is again constructed out of that white leather, and then we have the only hit of suede on this shoe, which is where the Nike swoosh is. Above this, we have the eye stays, so the bottom one is constructed out of a chlorophyll or green colored plastic, and the top one is done in black. Moving towards the center of the shoe, the laces in this case is a flat style white lace, but a nice small added touch are these green lace tips, which tie to the rest of the chlorophyll hits on the sneaker. Underneath the laces, we have your traditional white nylon tongue, and at the top of the tongue, we have this patch, which has Nike Air Max branding done in black and chlorophyll. While the back of the tongue is done in chlorophyll, the rest of the interior of the shoe is just lined in white. As I pull out the insole, these come with a chlorophyll or green colored insole, and we have Nike Air branding on the heel in white. On the very back of the shoe, we have this heel bumper, which is constructed out of this black rubber, and we have Nike Air branding in white. So the upper of these Air Max 90s sits atop your traditional white colored midsole, but we have this colored wedge in the heel done in chlorophyll. Within this, we have this cutaway which reveals the Air Max unit found within the shoe, and the Air unit itself is simply done in white. Flipping the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your classic Air Max 90 outsole, so nothing too special here. This is done in a combination of black with hits of chlorophyll, and there's Nike branding on the medial side. From a sizing standpoint, I'd recommend sticking true to size. My feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and for me, the size 10 fit me perfectly. Sometimes for other Air Maxes, for example the Air Max 1 and certain colors of the Air Max 90, I prefer to go up a half size, but for this pair, there was no need to go outside of my true size. Size 10 fit me absolutely perfect. In terms of the comfort, so I've always said in my other videos, the Air Max 90 as far as a retro sneaker goes is actually pretty comfortable. And then now with this Recraft series, I feel like Nike has done something to make it even more comfortable. So the combination of the Air unit and the foam that they used felt more plush than usual, and it doesn't have that stiff feeling on foot that a lot of past Air Max 90s had. So all that, coupled with the fact that this is a pretty lightweight feeling shoe, I can pretty much wear these all day with no problems. Finally, from a quality and craftsmanship standpoint, nothing too special with this pair. The materials used are pretty basic, and nothing about this sneaker screams premium to me, but on the flip side, I had no complaints about my pair either. All in all, it's just a very solid, well-made retro that's sold at a pretty reasonable retail price. So with the bulk of the review out of the way, let's lace up these chlorophyll Air Max 90s and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. Combining the classic Air Max 90 silhouette with an iconic colorway like chlorophyll, to me this was a no-brainer pickup. I was personally just waiting for a potential Canadian release, but as the weeks go by, I'm becoming more and more doubtful that that's gonna happen. If there was anything I would have changed about this sneaker, I would have maybe preferred a gray colored swoosh. But the way this was done, it's still a very clean looking sneaker, and I feel like the Chlorophyll gives it a very nice and classy look. So let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about this Chlorophyll Nike Air Max 90 Recrafted. How do you guys feel about the look of this sneaker, and do you think this is gonna land in US and Canada anytime soon? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go. And visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.